Yes.
Ooh, recording in progress.
Okay, there we go. Right, if everyone else could mute, otherwise we'll talk over Dominic. Off you go.
Okay, thank you. So we've touched upon this already, actually, quite ironically, with Harry's intro to his new best friend. Who receives on average more than, say, 5 or 10 unsolicited approaches on LinkedIn every week? So virtually everyone. Okay. Who accepts some or most or all of those? Yeah, I'm with Mary on that. Yeah, I look at them and think, are they appropriate? And who then regrets that because within minutes you get a completely unsolicited hard sell message? Okay, so this is the key here, and about networking perseverance. My thing. Oh, there we go. So this is a bit of a cliche, but a lot of people forget this. This whole networking relationship thing is not about hunting. It's about farming. But what does that actually mean? Before we go into that, there are 3 things that really annoy most people when they go to networking meetings. You get spammed afterwards because they've got your details. Don't do it. You get trolled. We've already talked about that a little bit this morning. Trolling is different from spam. Spam is really just putting you on databases, unsolicited stuff that you have no interest in, that you haven't signed up for. Trolling is a little bit more direct and personal, and it just puts people off. They will never buy from you if you do that. This is the one that really gets me, the unsolicited sales message. Don't do it. It's a really, really bad thing to do. I'm sure most of you are the same with me. You've never bought anything from anyone who has taken this approach with you. So here are a few do's and don'ts that I've come up with. I've hidden about 4 or 5 on my last slide because we're going to have a breakout group and see what else we can come up with. So do be regular, come every week. Otherwise, this is about building relationships. If you're not there every week, people don't know if you're there or not, and if you're the right person to refer things onto. Be consistent, build relationships, listen to what people say, and be helpful. This is a mutually beneficial cycle here where we give and receive. So on the opposite side of that, don't dip in and out. It really puts people off. Don't sell to the room. Don't do anything inappropriate. Harry's already been talking a little bit about that, as has Sue. And don't treat it as a commodity. You can't just come along to a networking group and expect it to work for you. And we've all met people at networking groups who just want to tell you how fabulous they are, and it's tiresome, and you will then avoid them like the plague. So there's some good tips, I think, from me, and I discussed this with Alan. Alan's a good networking pro. There's a bit of a clue to my last slide in there as well. This is what I think is actually the most important bit. I'm sure you all get that. You're all good networkers, but how many people actually have this as part of their marketing strategy? If this is important, you need to do it properly. So support it with other activities. Be serious about it. Don't be too serious because you'll bore people. And there used to be something that most people referred to, I believe it is a thing, the 7 touches of marketing. With the amount of unsolicited mails and messages we get and the dilution of social media, LinkedIn in particular, that's probably more like 27. But rather than individual touches, it's more about intelligence here. If you just bang on and on at people, all you're going to do is get you're going to get blocked. So we are going to go into a breakout room. I believe we're going to do some 60 seconds. Is that right, Alan?
That is correct.
Yep, jolly good. And then in the balance of the time, have a discussion around networking perseverance. What